Named after the numerous artesian wells found in the area back in the 20th century, Little India's legacy, history, and preservation of rich culture can be found on the street Pioneer Boulevard in Artesia. First, I visited Anchal to become more familiar with an iconic Indian attire, saris. This saris boutique is filled with colorful articles of clothing that can be worn in daily life or special events like weddings. A few doors away is a small shop filled with various religious items and antiques. Hinduism, the main religion in India, plays a big role in the Indian community. Statues of Hindu deities, shrines, and incense holders can be found not just in this small shop, but practically almost every cash and carry business in the community. The shopkeeper was extremely kind and helped us differentiate the items in her shop. This is one example of a candle holder. The small detailed engravings were absolutely beautiful. Next, I wanted to try some Indian dessert, so I went to the restaurant Rasnaj. Had I not gone to Little India, I would have never known of these colorful delicacies. First is Faluda, a rose drink with chia seeds, vanilla ice cream, and vermicelli. This was actually one of the most flavorful drinks I've ever had. Faluda is a perfect dessert for summer, but if you're not much of a texture person, you can opt for one of Rasnaj's other desserts. Next is Kaju Katli, a block of cashew, sugar, and cardamom powder. This unique dessert tasted almost like a nutty butter cookie. Lastly is Kesar Jalebi, deep-fried spirals of batter coated in sugar. This was quite tasty. It tasted almost like a crispy donut with syrup. Who said dessert couldn't come before dinner? Afterwards, I went to a local restaurant called Paratha Grills. Paratha, by the way, is a type of flatbread often served in Indian cuisine. The creation of naan is a fairly simple process. First, roll out the dough, put the toppings on, and then place it against the side of a tandoor or a clay oven. The process of creating sweet paratha is also fairly simple. It is made by layering dough with ghee and then rolled out and cooked on a griddle until it turns golden brown and crispy. I decided to order the sweet paratha, samosa, garlic naan, and chicken tikka masala. First is the garlic naan. The garlic naan was absolutely delicious. The naan was light, fluffy, and flavorful. The outer surface is slightly crispy and lightly charred from being cooked in a tandoor, giving it a delightful smoky essence. This dish pairs exceptionally well with a variety of Indian dishes like curries, kebabs, and tikkas. Second is sweet paratha. This wasn't as sweet as I thought, but it does have a rich, crispy, and buttery texture that made it enjoyable. Second to last is samosa, which was unsurprisingly also delicious. This triangular pastry has a crunchy outer crust and is filled with potatoes, spices, and minced meat. There's also definitely a kick of cumin and chili that place samosas on the spicier side of the food spectrum. Lastly is chicken tikka masala. Unfortunately, I lost the footage, but this dish is a wonderful combination of marinated chicken cooked in a creamy tomato-based sauce. Finally, I explored some small shops that had a myriad of spices and ingredients. I mentioned this briefly before, but these small shops are under a wholesale company called Cash and Carry. It's almost like a convenience store, having a range of food and ingredient items to cookware and religious paintings. As I was walking around, I also noticed the multitude of shops that sold golden jewelry pieces. They were all of intricate design and of high quality. Whether you're a foodie, tourist, or just a fellow LA resident, Little India is a great place to experience and explore Indian cultures, traditions, and cuisine.